Ruth here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. All right, y'all. So this might possibly be the most idiotic story I have ever heard. Honestly. And I heard this buzzing a few months ago, but I honestly thought it was just like, just all untrue, a made up story because it was that crazy of a story. Now, mind you, rapper Pooh Shiesty, popular drill rapper Pooh Shiesty, just got out of jail for this very same thing, robbery. Some years ago. I think he spent like about 4 years in prison. He got out in October, child, and he since put out a song. Now, mind you, he's under 1017 Records. 1017 Records is owned by Gucci Mane. Okay? Now, remember that. Owned by Gucci Mane. Now, Pooh Shiesty, he comes out of jail in October. He puts out a song called First Day Out. First Day Out shoots up in the charts. Now, mind you, because there's not really that much going on in hip-hop right now, I think the only thing that was buzzing was YoungBoy's Sold Out tour. But other than that, Dirk is behind bars right now, waiting his trial. There's just not a lot going on in hip-hop. So when Pooh Shiesty came out with First Day Out, it boom, caught wind real quick. People thought it was a decent song. And yeah, so it was like a promising career for him, okay? He didn't have a break or anything. Like, he went from 4 years being locked down, coming right out, still on top, okay? But he's still on the same shenanigans, because if you heard the song, the first couple of sentences, he says, F, and I quote, F the feds. So that right there, they're going to be on your tail, okay? They're going to be on your tail. F the feds, they're going to be on your tail, because they're like, oh, okay, boom. So, mind you, the feds is watching, okay? Because you ain't learned a daggone thing. So, Pooh Shiesty's out of jail. He puts out that song under 1017 Records, right? Now, mind you, there's a history between Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. Pooh Shiesty lost his best friend / cousin while he was in prison. Okay, his cousin's name was Vince Carr, right? Lost his best friend, lost his cousin Vince Carr. When he was in prison, Gucci Mane, the family, Pooh Shiesty's family, reached out to Gucci Mane to ask Gucci Mane if he could help with some of the funeral costs. From what I hear, Gucci Mane allegedly said, I'll give $10,000. Now, mind you, $10,000 to us is like $10 to Gucci Mane. And allegedly, that's all he put toward the funeral costs. And on top of that, this is what I'm hearing, child. Gucci said, oh yeah, and by the way, can I get that 1017 chain back? So, of course, Pooh Shiesty felt some kind of way. Now, the family was probably calling him like, yeah, your boy ain't helping us out. He asking for stuff back. He left us all alone out here while you locked out, right? So Pooh Shiesty come out, and this is what I'm assuming, he gonna come out with a little chip on his shoulder, and he gonna come out with that I got that get back, crash out attitude, right? This is what I'm assuming. Well, I guess it's true. I assume right? So anyway, so Pooh Shiesty gets out of jail, puts out an amazing song from what I hear, what people say it's a good song. Put the song out, and yeah, but it's still under 1017. Now, Yo Gotti, who, daggone Yo Gotti, you should have stayed with a good girl. I love the good women. I just love good women like myself. Angela Simmons, he should have stayed with Angela Simmons. Talk about he ain't ready, but like Yo Gotti always got his name in a mess, right? So Anyway, so Yo Gotti reached out to Pooh Shiesty basically and was like, here is a little money for you to get yourself, together until you get out of that contract with 1017. Okay? So take this little money up until then. Now, mind you, Pooh Shiesty, it's been, he's been showing a lot of money and buying a lot of cars, and I think he just recently bought his mama a house and all this stuff. He's just a spending, right? So mind you, that's the advance from Yo Gotti. Pooh Shiesty trying to get out that deal, that 1017. He trying to get released from the contract with Gucci so he can go over to Gotti. Now, mind you, so this is two motives, right? The first one, you didn't do right by my family when I was locked down. The second one, and I want out of this. I want you to release me from this contract. Now, mind you, to the day, I think it was January 10th, from what I hear, Gucci thinking everything's all good. So Gucci and his, his people, I think he had his cameraman with him, and he had a couple of his, his long-time goons, what have you. They went to the liquor store. They came back to the, came back from the liquor store to, to the studio. Pooh Shiesty's dad, and Pooh Shiesty's cousin, Big 30, and a couple of others, they arrive. Gucci thinking everything's all good. Now, mind you, Gucci ain't the same Gucci y'all remember, okay? So if you're fans of Gucci Mane, he ain't the same, I heard Gucci, okay? Now, Gucci is heavily medicated because, I don't know if you saw the Breakfast Club interview with him and his wife. Gucci has been dealing with a lot of mental health issues and things of that nature. And if I'm not mistaken, it's one of them is schizophrenia, right? And he is heavily medicated, and his wife, who loves him, seems to love him very much, is overseeing his comings and goings and making sure he's taking his medication and things of that nature. Yeah, child. So it's a crazy thing. So mind you, this is the Gucci now that you're dealing with. So they're all in the studio, and Pooh Shiesty arrives with his daddy on child on crash out time with his daddy and his cousin Big 30. So they arrive, and long story short, yeah, they get into it. Heat comes up, okay, and from what I hear, everybody on Pooh Shiesty's side is carrying that heat. It's aimed at Gucci Mane and they people. From what I hear, Big 30, who's a big guy, he basically put himself at the door so nobody could get out. The cameraman was really scared because the cameraman was, from what I hear, the cameraman, there was a cop in the building, and the cameraman told the cop, hey, we got some stuff going on here. This is crazy. It's getting loud. These guys are about to get into it. And that's how the cop arrived on the scene, right? I'm assuming so the cop came in before Big 30 barricaded the door with his big body. Child, please. Mind you, I know y'all heard this story so many times, but you ain't heard it from me. I'm going to put my little on it. Child. So from what I hear, Pooh Shiesty puts the heat up against Gucci's head and says, boom, you gonna sign this release form. We're gonna record you. You're going to state out your mouth, I am releasing Lontrell Williams Jr., a.k.a. Pooh Shiesty, from his contract with 1017. Now that video, from what I hear, was supposed to go to Yo Gotti. But child, Yo Gotti did not know. He knew it was going to come. He knew that they were going to have that conversation. But I wonder if Yo Gotti knew that Shiesty was going to crash out like this. Child. And I wonder how Yo Gotti feel. Like, dang, I'm locked up in this young Dolph situation. I don't need this right now. I don't need my name up in this. So mind you, so not only did Shiesty get Gucci to do that, Shiesty also relieved Gucci Mane out of one of priceless item, his wedding ring, right? His wedding ring and some other jewels, and if I'm not mistaken, a earring. And I'm just trying to vision Pooh Shiesty got the heat up against Gucci, telling him to unscrew his earring. Yeah, and tilt your head on the side. And unscrew that. Unscrew slow. And the whole time, Gucci like this. I heard. I can't deal it. I can't deal. It's just... Now, mind you, whole time, Pooh Shiesty got an ankle monitor on from the feds. You can't make this up. Now, y'all know those ankle monitors have a GPS system in them. They're to look at your whereabouts, your comings and goings. While he's in that halfway house, mind you, from what I hear, he got evicted because he wasn't following the rules. He was breaking them. And mind you, he's good friends with, I think streamer Bendadon, and they're showing him lying to his CEO, saying that he's at home, saying he's at the halfway house when he's out and about. So he was always on that time. This is crazy. And the craziness, the stupidity doesn't stop there. Now, mind you, from what I hear, they get the Greyhound bus there, child. The whole time they have their phones with them. So their whereabouts is just pinging at every tower. There they go. Don't carry your phone if you're about to do a crime. It's snitching on you. Stop. And on top of that, his dad, Lontrell Williams Sr., thought it would be a good idea to rent a car that they were going to do a crime in under his name. Y'all, is it real? Is this real? This is absolutely absurd. Nobody was thinking. Nobody wanted to take some time and really think this through. They were on 100% crash out, I don't care. And I think it's because Pooh Shiesty thought, hey, the industry does this all the time. And I believe that this is well known in the industry. Pooh Shiesty did not think that there was going to be a cop there, and Pooh Shiesty did not think that there was going to be civilians there that are not street guys, like the cameraman. That couldn't wait. He was itching to tell. He was telling people, I'm going to tell, and did. Now, they said that Gucci Mane also identified Pooh Shiesty. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't be surprised because, again, Gucci Mane is not Gucci Mane anymore. Gucci Mane is not, y'all. He's thinking about his wife. He's thinking about staying healthy. You know, he's heavily medicated, and he has those small babies to raise. And he's really serious about that. So I don't know why y'all like, I can't believe Gucci Mane is snitching. Y'all, it's just not like that anymore. This man is in his 40s now. This is a grown man who wants to live an honest life. And honestly, Yo Gotti, God has granted you so many, he has so much grace and mercy. And a wonderful woman who loves the Lord has came into your life, Angela Simmons, and wanted to marry you. But you weren't ready. I'm telling you, y'all, it's not worth it. But this is a win for anyone who doesn't want their child getting inspired by a Pooh Shiesty. This is a win. Now Pooh Shiesty could sit for another 20-something years and think about what he did. His daddy can't control him. Huh? His mama can't control him. His girlfriend at the time can't control him. But I tell you who can. And I tell you who will. Almighty God. I pray that Pooh Shiesty comes to Jesus Christ. I pray that Pooh Shiesty gets his life together in prison. His career, his rap career may be over, but that will probably be the best thing that ever happened to him. There it is, y'all. Because all the money and all the riches and all those things, nah, that ain't it, y'all. King Von had it. He had all the respect from the streets and all the money and all the riches. Where's King Von now? Little Durk had it. Where's Little Durk now? Pooh Shiesty was about to have it. Where is Pooh Shiesty now? Be careful. Be careful. Be careful of wanting that life. Who was that drill rapper, that New York drill rapper that just received, he's only 22 years old, just received, I think, 20 to 30 years in prison. K-Flock. Loved King Von. Followed in King Von's footsteps. Where's K-Flock now? Never had a real girlfriend, never had a child, never got married, he doesn't know what owning a home looks like, or having your first car, or taking a long car ride, or having your first child, or completing a goal that's not a crime, doing things, building yourself as a man, buying a house for your mother, helping your mother, seeing your sister, he's a young sister, seeing your sister grow up. Y'all, this is just not the way. It's not. It's not. Look at Durk. Durk has that beautiful woman, India. I don't think that, how can he spend, because if he gets life, how in the world? Now, mind you, India is a good woman. Like, I feel India is a good woman. And if India is anything like me, if I'm married to my husband, I'm doing time with my husband. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going to be with no man, period. And I believe India was going to do the same thing. But he has to sit up in prison knowing that. And that's got to break his heart, because you had to get back for King Von, who didn't even care about his own life. Y'all, listen. This is very, very sad. This is just dumb, idiotic. Shiesty, you threw your life away. You threw your life away. Now, mind you, Gucci could possibly keep him from doing life in prison, right? I think he's gonna get football numbers regardless. But Gucci could possibly say, "Hey, you know what? I thought we was having. I thought it was a skit. I thought it was a skit. I thought this was a skit. I didn't think this. Hey, those prop guns, right? That was prop heat, right? I ain't. This ain't real, is it?" Gucci could possibly say that, but I don't think it's really gonna, because the cop was there and they're gonna listen to the cop, child. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. This is very sad. It's very sad. It's unfortunate. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Put a comment down below. Love y'all real bad. Bye.